Now, just now we completed first 10 marks one, that is salient features of Indian Constitution. Now we have to cover the second important 10 marks one essay one, that is describe the fundamental rights as incorporated in Indian Constitution. So you know that this is a very prominent question. Most of the times it was repeated in our board examination. For providing the answer this one, there are two different aspects. According to my knowledge, we have to choose any one of them. So what are the two different methods to write the answer actually? One is article by article, article by article, and otherwise paragraph for each and every fundamental right. Once again, one is article by article. For example, if you take right to equality, in that there are article 14 to 18. You have to mention 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 like that under right to equality. It's a one method, and the original method actually, if you don't have clarity about the articles and the provision which are in the article, you have to go with the paragraph. According to my knowledge, I suggested you these two methods. Okay, but when we are going to discuss, we have to discuss the article wise only. Understood? But you have to make the paragraph if you are getting confused. Understood? So let's start with the describe the fundamental rights as incorporated in Indian Constitution. For this one, we have to mention the small introduction. At the same time, classification of fundamental rights later on. Classification of fundamental rights. Then they are the important segments which covered under this question and answer. Clear? Then go to the introduction. You know very well the concept of fundamental rights has been taken from the USA Constitution and incorporated in part 3 of the Indian Constitution from article 12 to 35. 12 to 35. So originally there are 7 fundamental rights. In the year 1978, by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act, we deleted one fundamental right, that is right to property. Now the number of fundamental rights decreased as 6. At present, how many fundamental rights are there? 6 fundamental rights are there. You have to mention this part as introduction. Fundamental rights are those rights which are fundamental in nature. Without these rights, no man can lead his personal life. That means, for the development of individual, his personality, these rights are useful. That's why they are called as fundamental rights. Okay. So these rights are provided by the Constitution to the state. The state shall provide these fundamental rights to the citizen of India. So these rights are classified into 6 different categories. Have a look at this. Understood? The introduction part clear? So in examination point of view, we are not explaining in very detailed manner because of clearly we explained in previous classes. If you want more clarity, go and watch once again. But here, what is the main content in the examination point of view? So clearly we mentioned the small introduction part, then afterwards classification of the fundamental rights, then afterwards explanation of each and every fundamental rights in one sentence at least. Okay, so I am trying to provide the simple answer for you, right? So have a look at the classification of fundamental rights. The number 1 is the right to equality. Right to equality, article 14 to 18. Number 2 is that right to freedom. Article 19 to 22. Third one is that right against exploitation, that is Article 23 and 24. Fourth one, right to freedom of religion, right to freedom of religion, that is 25th to 28th. And fifth one, cultural and educational rights under Article 29 and 30. And sixth one, right to property, that was deleted. Now the sixth number replaced as right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies under Article 32. Here you have to mention the clear classification of fundamental rights. Understood? The first fundamental right is right to equality. Article 14 to 18. Article 19 to 22 deals right to freedom. Article 23 to 24 deals right against exploitation. And Article 25 to 28 deals right to freedom of religion or right to religion. Article 29 and 30 deals cultural and educational rights. Here 31 we will discuss. And then Article 32 deals right to constitutional remedies. After the classification, you have to make the small paragraph. If you don't have any idea about this, that means if you don't have clarity about these articles, no need to mention in examination. So if you have confusion, don't confuse the examiner. So that may be negative impact on your examination paper. Understood? If you don't have clarity, then no need to mention. You have to just classify the fundamental rights. Understood? So after the classification, you have to make the paragraph, that is originally our constitution contains 7 fundamental rights, that is right to property also included. Right to property. Right to property. Right to property also included as fundamental right originally. But in the year 1978, by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act, we deleted right to property from the list of fundamental rights. That is Article 31. Article 31. The same time 19F. 19F. Under the right to freedom, 19F also deleted from the list of fundamental rights as incorporated legal right in Part 12 of the Indian Constitution under Article 300A. Listen, we deleted right to property from the list of fundamental rights and incorporated this right to property in the Part 12 of the Indian Constitution. Part 12 of the Indian Constitution under Article 300A as legal right. As legal right. Clear? So this is as legal right. So actually why we are described here? So sometimes the present status of right to property asked as 2 marks 1. At the time you have to mention right to property, initially the fundamental right. Now it is legal right because of in the year 1978 by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act, this right to property was deleted from the list of fundamental rights. At the same time incorporated in Part 12 of the Indian Constitution under Article 300A as legal right. So this is about a classification of fundamental rights. Clear? Then after the classification, you have to go with each and every fundamental rights. Okay, we can explain one by one, right? Have a look at this. We can explain one by one here. Now we can explain the first fundamental right, that is right to equality. Right to equality is the fundamental right which provides equality to the citizens of India. So under Article 14 to 18, the Constitution of India deals right to equality. Here, as previously said, there are two methods. One is article wise, Article 14, Article 15, Article 16, like that. The next one is that paragraph. Okay, we will explain the article wise. Clear? Then the Article 14, the state shall provide equality before law. Equality before law. Equality before law. That is rule of law. Rule of law. Clearly, so here I explained in very simple manner. That means in previous videos we clearly explained what about Article 14, what about right to equality, everything. But here I provided one sentence for the one article. One sentence for the one article. In examination, you have to mention at least the one sentence for the one article. We summarize the entire definition of Article 14 here. So under the Article 14, the state shall provide equality before law. Equality before law, and also equal application of the law. Understood? This is the, previously we studied rule of law, all are equal before the law. Which article deals all are equal before the law? Article 14. So you have to mention this sentence at least. The state shall provide equality before law. Equal treatment of the law. Understood? So this is about Article 14 under right to equality. Here right to equality is the right which provides the equality. There are different aspects of equality. We will try to provide. Article 14 provide one type of equality. 15 provide another type of equality. 16 provide another type of equality. At least we have to mention in single sentence. Okay. Article 15. Article 15. The state shall prohibit 5 discrimination in public places. The state shall prohibition or prohibition of 5 discrimination in public places. In public places. Prohibition of 5 discrimination in public places. Under the Article 15, the state shall prohibit 5 discrimination when you are entered in public places such as roads and also transport. At the same time, public parks, hotels, restaurants, cinema theaters, etc. So what are the 5 discriminations? You know very well. Religion, race, caste, like that. The 5 discriminations are prohibited. That means the prohibition of 5 discrimination leads to equality. Yes or no? So this deals Article 15. Okay. Article 16. Article 16 provide the state shall provide equal opportunity in the employment. Provide equal opportunity in the employment. In the employment. Clear? In the employment. The Article 16 provide equal opportunity in the employment. So you know very well, Article 14 provides one type of equality. Before the law, all are equal. 15 is the prohibition of 5 discriminations. It is also another type of equality. And 16 article deals the state shall provide equal opportunity in the employment. That means for getting job, for getting employment, all are treated equal. That is Article 16. I have clearly mentioned the single sentence for the single article, each and every article. Clear? Then 17 article. Article 17 deals prohibition of, abolition of untouchability. Abolition of untouchability. The state shall abolish untouchability. Untouchability. Once again, I remember you. In previous classes, we clearly explained the fundamental rights. We are not clearly explained here. In examination point of view, what is the content to be right, we explained here. Right? Catch my point. We mentioned clearly the each and every article, at least one line for each and every article. Right? 17 article, the state shall abolish untouchability. That is abolition of untouchability. Deals Article 17. You know very well, untouchability means do not touch. Do not touch. In the early age of the Indian independence or the before the Indian independence, some communities are treated as untouchable. They did not allow to the main village bathing guards and also water ponds and also drinking water tanks. So they did not allow. So this is called discrimination between the people, among the people. That's why this untouchability leads inequality. Right? That's why this was considered as a prohibitionary act. That means this was abolished by the government of India according to Article 17. Untouchability is prohibited. Abolition. So this is the Article 17. And finally, Article 18. Under the right to equality, the last article is that Article 18. Article 18. The state shall prohibit titles. Abolition of titles. Abolition of titles. Abolition of titles. You know that titles which are Rao Bahadur, Raja Bahadur in early age of the Indian independence or before the independence, the Britishers gave some titles to the Indians. The titles discriminate the people. Right? If the titles are existed, there is inequality automatically existed. That's why these titles are abolished for promoting the equality. Which article deals this? Article 18. Whereas, you know that the features of fundamental rights already we discussed in the previous classes. Each and every right have its own limitations. Like this, the abolition of titles, Article 18 also have its own limitations, such as our government of India provided Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, Bharat Ratna, yes or no? Padma Vibhushan, Paramavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, Ashok Chakra, like that. Their titles are exempted, which are given by the government of India. Right? So this is about right to equality. Here I provided one sentence for one article. Understood? So you have to mention like this according to my knowledge. And if you are having confusion about the articles and their content, you have to make the paragraph from here to here without mentioning the articles. Once again, I clearly explain. If we have the very clarity about the articles and its content, then you have to mention this manner. Otherwise, go with the paragraph manner from here to here. At the time, you may jumble the sentences. Whereas, when you want to mention the articles, you have to mention the articles and its provisions correctly. Okay? So, otherwise, it may wrong. Clear? I thought it's clear. The right to equality, that is Article 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Clear? So, this is the first right to equality. Then go with the right to freedom. Right? Article 19 to 22 deals right to freedom. You know very well, it is the second fundamental rights and also it's a prominent fundamental right. You know very well, the right to freedom is the right which are providing the liberty, which are providing for the freedom to the students, to the citizens. Understood? This is the right to provide freedom, liberty to the citizens of India. Under this 19 article, 20, 21, 22, provides different type of freedom to the citizens of India. Let's go with one by one. Speedily I am explaining here. Article 19. Article 19 of the Indian Constitution provides 6 freedoms. 6 freedoms. Article 19 provides 6 freedoms to the citizen of India. What are the 6? List out here. The first one is that freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression. Second one is that freedom to form, assemble. That means freedom of assemble. And third one is that freedom to form associations and organizations. And fourth one, freedom to movement anywhere in India. And fourth one, freedom to settle in anywhere in India. Understood? Once again I clearly mentioned freedom of speech and expression, and the freedom to assemble without arms in peaceful manner. Third one, freedom to form organizations and associations. And fourth one, freedom to movement anywhere in India. And fifth one, freedom to settle anywhere in India. And sixth one, freedom to do any profession, any business in India. Understood? So these are the 6 freedoms provided under Article 19. So as 2 marks 1, most of the times it was asked as 2 marks 1 Article 19. When they asked as 2 marks 1, you have to mention the 6 freedoms which are mentioned Article 19. Understood? Then go to the Article 20. Article 20, also one of the very important fundamental right, fundamental freedom. Article 20. It is a freedom from offense. Article 20 provides freedom from offense. Freedom from offense. So this is a very prominent one. At the time of national emergency also, this right, this article, this fundamental rights cannot be abolished by the President of India. Freedom from offense. You know that? So under the Article 20, the citizens enjoy the freedom from offense. If we did any offense, the victim cannot punish more than twice for the same offense. More than twice for the same offense. Understood? So that is the included in the Article 20. That means it provides the freedom from offense. Freedom from offense. Then Article 21. Article 20 provides the right to life. Right to life. Understood? Article 21 provides right to life. The citizens have right to life for leading their life in dignity manner and decent manner. Understood? So right to life deals which article? Article 21. That means no person shall deprive his personal life. Right? So this is Article 21. Clearly we explained in previous classes. Once again I remind you, here there is no enough time for us. They are the important question and answers. How to attempt the important questions in final board examinations. That's why we focus the important content of the answer. Right? So Article 21A, recently we added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act in the 2002 year. In the year 2002. That is, what is the free and compulsory education to the age group of 6 to 14 years. Understood? So this is the newly added fundamental right. The free and compulsory education to the age group of 16 to 14 years. Under which article? Under right to life, we added to 21A by 86th Constitutional Amendment Act in the year 2002. So this is about 21. Clear? Then go to the 22. Article 22. Article 22 provides the protection from the freedom from arrest. Freedom from arrest. Freedom from imprisonment. Understood? That means Article 22 provides some protections from the arrest. So, according to the Article 22, no person shall be arrested without valid reason. That means the candidate who arrested has the right to know what is the reason to arrest. Okay. At the same time, no person shall be imprisoned more than 24 hours. That means the arrested body should produce within the 24 hours to the nearest magistrate, nearest court under the Article 22 only. And the arrested candidate, that means victim, has the right to appoint one advocate, right? So there under comes Article 22. Clear? So this is about the right to freedom from Article 19 to 22. So 19 deals 6 freedoms, 20 deals it's a freedom from offense. At the same time, Article 21 deals right to life. 21A freedom, that means a free and compulsory education to the age group of 6 to 14 years. And Article 22 provides freedom from arrest. Freedom from arrest. Okay. So this is about right to freedom. Then go with right against exploitation.